Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and all the ships at sea. This is Tubalcain, your YouTube shop teacher, with What Is It? Mystery Tools number 38B, the answer. Be sure and go back and watch 38A, the question, if you have not already, although some people hate the question. They want to go right to this one, but so be it. So this was item 1, and what is it? Hello, Ted, my dentist friend in Wisconsin, and of course you were watching this and knew what it was. And this is actually came from a dental auction. My buddy who passed away was a dentist. This is a Perfection brand casting machine from, well, it's a dental supply. But these were also used by jewelry makers and sculptors and so on, other trades as well. And what it is, it's a centrifugal caster. So let's talk mainly about, well, a jeweler, let's say, that's making rings, jewelry, and that. He would make a mold, probably lost wax type of mold, and those molds aren't very big, perhaps you know, a couple inches square, made of a ceramic, or for a dental crown or appliance. And that mold would be put right in here. This is a clamping device, pushed right up against it to hold it firmly, and then locked. And you can see that this has been hot. And this is like fire brick, so the molten metal, typically gold or silver, some precious metal, would be poured into there. And then they would also adjust the counterweight here for the weight of the mold, and I don't know how they calculate it, but that's just like a scale. It's got notches, thumb screw here, and it's got notches that where you can move it back and forth. And there's just a spring in here. Originally I thought that these were electrically operated. So you saw in the other video here where there's a little stop rod trigger, and you wind it up, and I'm not sure how far you're supposed to wind it, but evidently only a turn or so. It doesn't take much, evidently. And then when the mold is in place and the metal is ready to pour, with a small ladle, it'd be poured into there and very quickly triggered, and the centrifugal force would force the gold into the mold. Now they might use vacuum for that now, I'm not even sure, but that's the whole principle here of a centrifugal caster. And of course they make them at larger sizes, but a dentist, back when they did all their own work in a back room, now I think it all goes to a dental lab, I'm not positive, but I do know that I have many crowns in my mouth, and every one of them cost $500. Many. And my teeth are still rotten and brown, except for the crowns. So that's a centrifugal caster. Raise your hand if you knew what that was. Or is, for that matter. Item 2 here, and all you mechanics out there knew what this was, I'm sure. And it's marked right here. It is a Blue Point GA454 Spicer clutch adjusting tool. So you don't have to use pry bars and damage the angle springs on the clutches. I've never used one, and you know what, I darn near threw this out because at one time I didn't know what it was, and I just looked it up on eBay, and they're like $35 items, I guess. Looks like it ought to cost about $4 at Harbor Freight with this phony orange sleeve on there. So that's what it is, a Spicer clutch adjusting tool. Again, did we get an answer there on whether this is a first class, second class, or third class lever? I don't know. Look in the comments. And the next item here, remember from my lover girl Sarah, and a nice Christmas card to me, and she always sends me a nice picture. I like that one with bubble gum. Thanks, Sarah. So, you know, it's still undecided, and I may add to the video, but look down in the comments, but it's just really undecided what its exact purpose is. I get some good guesses, but I'm not sure that they are accurate. Some people act very authoritative and they don't know. Others are a little more timid in their answers, and they do know. They're experts in the subject. So, but be sure and watch the next one I had told you. That'll be 30, what did I say, 39A for Sarah's next gift. It really is awesome, and I have no clue what it is. It's really unique. All right, just one more item here. And the final item here, this pile here, they're lead seals used typically on electrical light meters on your house, but they don't use these anymore. This would be very archaic, but I remember these when I was a kid, and my dad said, "Don't mess with that. We'll have the police over here." So kind of scared me. And the whole idea here is you took the end, and they tinned the end of the copper wire. And of course it's rust proof, because this would be outside. So we got lead and copper. This would be highly illegal now and might be confiscated from me. But it would be threaded through there like a needle, and then there would be a special tool. But while I was playing around here, I thought, well, you know, Sarah's tool, what if that worked? So I put it on there, something like this. Actually, it was exactly like that. And gave it a good squeeze. Sarah is my favorite squeeze, you know. Well, that pretty much did it. Lock it, didn't it? I'm sure that's not exactly what it is, but it did the job. I thought maybe the original ones actually put a number or a trademark or something on there from the utility company, but I could be wrong. You know, that's 50 years ago. But what you'll see on modern meters, if they use seals, are these. Typically around here we have Commonwealth Edison, and they got a number on them, and I suppose something could be written there. And they are, I'm talking about the glass bulb type meter, remember? Well, now they came around to my house a couple months ago and put new meters, smart meters they call them. So smart they displaced hundreds of men in entry-level jobs at ComEd. And of course will they lower our rates? No, they are charging us, it's either $3 or $5 more per month for the meter. Now we got to pay for the meter. So anyway, I get sidetracked and I rant. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Okay, so that would just be inserted in there. There, I felt it click, and there's no way it'll come out. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure and watch the next. This is tubalcain saying so long for now.